my name is Samir Verkuijlen, and today I want to talk about vSphere upgrades and the challenges that we have faced with some of our customers. So, lots of times we have a customer that wants to go from one version to another, and most of the time, or lately, this is version 5.x to version 6.x. Now, there can be of different kind of reasons. It can be because of that version 5 nowadays is unsupported. Simply lifecycle management, or maybe some cool new features at version 6. Well, going from version 5 to version 6 has a lot of challenges with it, and we see that most of the time we can tackle these challenges by going through some methodology and some easy steps. First off, the assessment. The assessment phase is actually quite important, and especially when we approach our customers, because it defines why a customer wants to go from one version to another. It can be, like I said, because of new features or some issue that they hope to solve within the new release. When going to the assessment, you get more a feeling about why we are going to do this upgrade or project, and with that we're starting with one of the basics, and that is defining your starting point. Or so-called current state. Why is this important? Because once you've defined your starting point, you know more about the application landscape that the customer has, or how we are going to challenge some of their dependencies. Well, dependencies are also, once again, important. The reason that you have to list up the dependencies is to get a clear overview of what some of your new challenges can be. With dependencies, I mean integrations of software or firmware that is depending on the vSphere environment, and we're depending on a certain kind of version. I'm not talking about applications directly that are maybe really important and highly critical. I'm talking about integration. The application landscape is also important, but we're going to talk about it a little bit later. So, with the dependency listed up, you want to make, I call the HCL, but it's a compatibility list. So that can be of your hardware, it can be of software. You make a list of which version is supported in the next version of vSphere. And once you've done that, you get a better view and understanding of where you want to go to. And then we define the future state. Once we define the future state, you know where you need to go to, and with that you also can take into account the application landscape. When you've defined your application landscape, you know what's critical, what needs to be turned on 24/7 and cannot be turned off, and with this you can define your path. This all we call the gap analysis. With the gap analysis in place, you have a good understanding from where you start and where you're going to, and from that point on you defined your roadmap. Once the roadmap is defined, it's important to also have a rollback plan in place. After that comes the planning. and then of course the execution part. Well, now you know about the methodology that we use to go from one verse to another. In the next video we're going to talk about more about the technical challenges that you can face or design considerations, like how to use Unmap, what's the new platform service controller or the so-called new vCenter architecture, which one do you have to use, and how we can leverage them. Once again, thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.